First European tie since a classic match here against Inter Milan 3 years ago. And after drawing the away leg in Bratislava, Villa are expected to complete the job tonight. The good news is that goalkeeper Nigel Spink has overcome a thigh injury and striker Dalian Atkinson has recovered from flu. But the bad news is that England defender Earl Barrett is still unfit. His place at right back is taken by Neil Cox. Guy Whittingham plays his first ever tie in a major European competition, and he might just be the key man in Villa's 4-3-3 formation. Slovan are the only club from what used to be known as Czechoslovakia who've ever won a big European trophy, and they proved in the first leg that they're a skillful team who play neat football but lack a natural goal scorer since selling their star striker Dubrovsky to Real Madrid. The referee is Peter Mikkelsen from Denmark. Well, Aston Villa have lost only once in 11 games this season, and that was against Manchester United. And they've promised that their tactics will be to produce an early barrage here against Slovan Bratislava and hope that they get the early goal that will surely change the face of this tie. The team from Bratislava know they're in for a tough night here, but they're an experienced club in Europe. This is their 15th season and 53rd tie in all. Chasing again down near the corner flag there with Teal, and gets clattered into the advertising hoarding, but does get a corner for his side. Comes from Argentina, from the River Plate club, and only signed for Slovan recently. Big favourite with their supporters, and takes all the corners and free kicks for them. And that's a useful one to the near post. And Dalian Atkinson and Staunton having a little disagreement there about which one of them should have gone for that. Negro again with the kick, and it's another useful one, almost reaching Tomaszek. Villa get it away. Spufala. No hint from the early play here that Slovan have come to defend. An away goal, of course, would be absolutely critical. And that's a tremendous effort from that range. Spink obviously knew exactly what he was doing there. He didn't even make an attempt to reach that ball from Negro. Well, I can only say he read it beautifully, because it did indeed go wide. Cox. Excellent ball. Saunders. The throw-in of the man. Dean Saunders finding Cox. It's a wicked-looking ball in, and Townsend with the header, and then a good shot by Whittingham, and it's hammered in by Atkinson. Villa in front, 15 minutes gone. Brilliant goal coaching by Dalian Atkinson. Reacted quicker than anyone else. It was a fine ball by Cox that started the trouble here. The little header down had the defender Zaman in trouble. That was a great acrobatic effort in the first place from Whittingham. Richardson miskicked, Atkinson didn't. The deep ball causing the early problems. Townsend's header had the defender in two minds, and it was a very bright piece of finishing. Dalian Atkinson's fourth goal of the season. Cox, whose superb cross led to Villa's goal. Across the back four to Teal. Play this by Villa. Bright and inventive football. Townsend takes over and whips it in towards Richardson. Unlucky. Once again, Kevin Richardson breaking forward from midfield and timing his run to perfection almost. The build-up play was scintillating by Aston Villa. 4 players involved. The final ball in by Townsend. Just tried to pick out Richardson. Just failed. Richardson on to Cox, playing well at the moment, Villa. Oh, that's a superb effort. But he's still only 21, Neil Cox. He wouldn't have been playing, obviously, if Earl Barrett had been fit. He's only ever scored once for Aston Villa, and he was very close to a second senior goal here. Christopher or Slovan, they're 1 down. Given it away, Townsend, Dean Saunders, and Daly and Atkinson now. Whittingham just ahead of these two. And Cox again using this space intelligently on the right. Richardson, Townsend, fancy a shot here. And he was right to fancy it. A superb strike by Andy Townsend, and Villa have a second. Once again, it was a neat and thoughtful build-up by Aston Villa, and the final shot by Townsend for his second goal in an Aston Villa shirt was stunning. Kicked his spot very deliberately. No goalkeeper would have got near that. Aston Villa 2, Slovan Bratislava 0.
Villa now would surely clinch things even at this early stage, and Whittingham almost provided it. Good save that time by Benson. The danger hasn't passed yet. Richardson. Oh, lovely layoff by Townsend. Whittingham again finds his shot being blocked. Real pressure here on Slovan. They can't get out of their own half at the moment. Cowans. Richardson. Ball. Staunton. And he whips it into the near post, and the goalkeeper quite happy to see that one go behind. That surely should be a corner. Well, Whittingham almost made it 3 for Villa here. It was an excellent effort. And a good save. Good 1-2 football in the middle of the field. It earns the applause of the Villa supporters. They've only just crossed the halfway line, and now they've given it away. And that, frankly, sums up Slovan. They are a neat and attractive side, but they don't really play their football in areas where it's likely to hurt the opposition. Villa do. To move forward. Townsend. Cox. And now Saunders. That's a lovely turn by Saunders. Didn't quite get the meat behind the shot, but the way he engineered the opening was superb and so typical of the Welsh international. Long ball for Kinder, the attacking left-back. But Cox is having a very sound game. Now McGrath. Cowans. Neat ball to Saunders, whose control wasn't quite so neat. But Cowans wins it back again. Lovely skill. Staunton. Picks out Saunders. Oh, brilliant by Saunders. That deserved a goal. Looking very lively tonight, Dean Saunders.
losing defenders with these little feints and sways. Beautiful bit of skill here. And in a moment, he's going to deliver the shot that will match the build-up. Not quite this time. It's all confined to midfield, this good football from Slovan, and that's not going to do them any good with a 2-0 deficit. Whittingham touching it on. It's a lovely ball to Dean Saunders. Well, if you want to be charitable, you'll say he's not having much luck in front of goal tonight. If you want to be uncharitable, you'll say he should have scored a couple by now. Lovely touch on, wasn't it, by Whittingham? Just flicked off the goalkeeper's boot. With the corner. This could be about the last kick of the half as well, and Atkinson gets up with the goalkeeper to make it difficult for him. We're into stoppage time. Cowans again. Townsend. And back it goes into Saunders. And now Cowans. Well, the clearance was miskicked straight to Richardson, who picks out Daly and Atkinson with a good ball. It was an acrobatic effort by Daly and Atkinson. Such are the Dennis laws about that. At the other end, Timko has got clear with the ball. And he's got people to pick out in the middle, including the substitute Lance here, who makes room for the shot and couldn't deliver it. And for that, Villa should thank Gordon Cowans, who got back and made it difficult for him. But a bit of concern in Villa ranks about the way the substitute Lance found room here. That was a nice touch, and here Cowans just did enough to put him off the shot. But a warning sign for Aston Villa late on in the first half. In fact, that's the end of the first half, so it could have ended on a high note for Slovan, but instead it ends on a very satisfactory note for Aston Villa. 2 goals in the space of 7 minutes. Daly and Atkinson scoring the first one, and the second, a brilliant strike by Andy Townsend. Villa could have had more, and Slovan were penned in their own half for long periods. Half-time, Aston Villa 2, Slovan Bratislava 0. Slovan Bratislava get the second half underway then, 2-0 down, and facing a tactical dilemma. They play with a sweeper, and you might be forgiven for thinking, what's the use of having a sweeper when you're 2-0 down and you've got to get a goal? So it'll be interesting to see if they change things around tactically. They have, in fact, during the half-time interval made a swap anyway, because they've brought on this player, Pavel Gostiš, a striker, and he has replaced Jaroslav Timko. Ron Atkinson led Manchester United into Europe in the mid-1980s. There's nothing he loves more than pitting his technical skills against European opposition. I wonder how many opportunities he'll get over the rest of the season with Aston Villa. Atkinson doing brilliantly well there. I thought he'd run out of room. And the cross punched away by the goalkeeper and should have been knocked back in by Richardson. And he knows it. Well, Atkinson refused to give up what seemed a lost cause down the left touchline, and his sheer persistence made an opportunity out of nothing then. First of all, he did well to hold off Petsko. He did even better to keep the ball in play, and better still to make a cross as accurate as this under pressure. Richardson let him down. Slid forward by Cravila to Lance. Now to the second substitute, Gostiš. He's brought down. Slovan get a free kick. Dive, says Steve Staunton. that's a dangerous kick. It only needed somebody to really commit themselves there, because it was whipped into the danger area by Negro. But none of his teammates really seemed to either anticipate it or be decisive enough to try and get on the end of it. Teal, good ball. Whittingham, not one. Been a bit disappointing tonight, Guy Whittingham. Gets into good positions, but then has wasted them mainly. Now he's into a good position again. Can he make the most of this? No. It's a good tackle, in fairness. Well, Guy Whittingham's the kind of player who thrives on getting goals, of course, and when he's not getting them, his confidence isn't quite so high. He must have thought he was on with a chance of a goal here. Took it past the defender, but then that fine sliding tackle took it off him. Now Kevin Richardson, and Saunders in acres of space. Daly and Atkinson in the middle. Staunton arriving edge of the box. That's a free kick. And the guilty man, the substitute Lance, shakes his head. I don't know what he's got to complain about. Clear trip. The Slovan wall refusing to move back the required distance. Staunton hits it. Pushed away by the goalkeeper. And Villa get a throw. It does strike them brilliantly. By Kinder, and it took a quick kind of double bounce there before going behind for a goal kick. Cannon off a couple of players, it seemed, on its way towards goal. 1, 2. Wins another corner for Slovan. Goes in high towards Tomaszek. Villa finding Petsko. Still Petsko. And the shot by Krivila, and it's in. Title with the final effort that found the back of the Villa net. And Slovan Bratislava, against all the odds here, with only 4 minutes to go, have pulled back a goal and given Villa a few anxious moments late on. I thought it might have touched someone else on the way in, but it didn't. It went directly in from his shot after Petsko had done all the hard work in the build-up. And once again, Negro has it. And it's a decent-looking cross as well. Petsko couldn't quite reach it, though. Aston Villa get a throw-in. This is unbelievable, the way Aston Villa are living on their nerve edge here, when the game seemed comfortably won for so long. Lance, it's all over now, but my word, Aston Villa gave themselves a comfortable start and a very uncomfortable last few minutes. And Ron Atkinson not looking too happy that his side made heavy work.